learning shortcuts, solution to our queries.
Hey guys, welcome to Learning Shortcuts, the solution to all of your MBA queries. Today's topic: the easiest tricks to solve direction sins. So today we are gonna learn about direction sins, how to solve them. But before that, I'm giving you some important details. Now it is an important topic for the MBA as well as the bank PO examinations. The topic consists of the 4 marks. It comes for 4 marks in examinations. These are the few examinations where it comes: MBA CET, CMAT, SNAP, PSNAP and MAT. Now which are the points to remember before solving out the questions? Very first one, this chart. You should definitely know the direction chart, in which are the various directions you should know before solving out these questions. If you know the direction, then only you can solve out these questions. Now second one is a formula. Now direction from a particular point after traveling a distance of y meter is given by square root of x square plus y square. This is the formula which you will require. So let's start. So guys, let's start by solving out few of the basic questions. Now this is the question. It's an old question, but they do get repeated in the examinations. Now these are the various variety of the questions which we are gonna solve. So let's start with our first question. Now read out the question. A man is facing west. Now he turns 45 degree in the clockwise direction, and then another 180 degree in the same direction, and then 270 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. Which direction is he facing now? Now these are the basic type of the questions. They may appear or may appear in the examination, but it is important to solve all kind of the questions. You don't know which questions might arise in the examination. So let's start. We will start solving out these questions. Now initially I will show you the full length method of how to solve out this question. Later I will show you the tricks by which you can solve out this question in less than 30 seconds. Right. So first of all, before solving out this question, it is important to know one thing. Now this is the direction, right? North, south, west and east. Now the total degree which you can say, this is 90, 90 again, 90 and 90 makes it 360 degree, right? So just read out the question. Means from north to east, when you go in this manner, it's a 90 degree, east to south 90 degree, west to south 90 degree, west to north again 90 degree. So overall it's 360 degree. Now let's start solving out this question. Man is facing west. Now he is facing in this direction. So he is facing west. He turns 45 degree in the clockwise direction. Clockwise direction means the way it goes in a clock. Now from here to here, right? So suppose he was here. Now he is going in 45 degrees. Now he is here. And then another 180 degree in the same direction. Now look at this. 45 degree means comes here. This is 45 degree. 90 degree this one. From here he was 45 degree. 45, 90, 135 and 180. right? So in the clockwise direction moving, he comes here. And then 270 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means the reverse direction of the clock. Now he is here. Now moving again anti-clockwise. 45, 90, 135, 180, right? 225 and 270 comes here. Right? So now which is this direction? West, south, southwest. So that's your answer. Now how to solve this question in less than 30 seconds? Now guys, you have already known that the total degree is 360 degrees, right? So what initially it says, it turns 45 degree in the clockwise direction. That means he was here. Now when you cut it into two pieces, what will you get? Two 180 degrees. Now this one is 90, 90, 180, 90, 90, 180. Similarly, when you do it half, you get it 180 and 180 two half. So we can do it in the same way. He was turning 45 degree in the clockwise direction, and initially he was here. Now and then another 180 degree in the same direction. Now it's turning 180 degree means you can do it half. Directly you can get it in this way. Okay. This was 45. This is gonna be 180. So the second position is here. Now in the same direction and then 270 degrees. And we already know this is 180, right? Making it 225 and 270. This is his final position, which is west and south. This way you can solve out this question in less than 30 seconds, right? So now let's move to our next question. Now before solving out this question, I want to share something with you. Now there are questions in which the directions, that is north, south, are not given always. They are dealing in the terms of left and right. Of course, Mr. X is facing north, then he take a left turn by 10 meters, you know. So in this type of the question, students do get confused. So how to solve this question? ऐसे क्वेश्चन में हमें क्या करना है, अपने आप को assume करना है. Assume yourself as in the question. When you assume yourself in the question, you can solve out this. And if you are not that good in the visualization, then you should keep it in mind in these points which I am telling you. So please make a note of these 4 points, right? Now suppose you are facing north, right? So when you are facing north, this will be your left, this will be your right. This side will be your left, this side will be your right. When you know about the north, you can easily solve the south. It is exact opposite of it. This will be your right and this will be your left. In a similar manner, suppose you are facing east. So when you are facing east, your upper side will be left and your lower side will be right. So when someone says moving 10 meter to the left of east, so that means you are facing here, you are going 10 meter to the left in this manner, right? So this is the left of east. Now similarly, when you know east, you can solve the west equation. You can get your answer by this. The upper side will be right, your lower side will be left. So keep these 4 points in your mind, or remember any two in the next two you can get directly from it. It will be opposite of it. Now considering this, we will solve out some questions on left hand. So read out this question first, pause out the video and try to solve out by your own. Now the question: Karna starts from his house and walks 15 meter towards east and turns towards north and travels 20 meter. After that, he takes a right turn and travels 30 meter. Find the direction in which he is now with respect to the house. Now I'd like to give you a suggestion. Solve out the question by reading initially. Suppose when you are reading, Karna starts from his house and walks 50 meter towards it. Straight away go on solving. Now we will do this. Karna starts from his house and walks 50 meter towards east. Now he is walking 50 meter towards east. This is 50 meter. And then turns towards north. He travels 20 meter. Now one more thing to be considered is, when we are talking about 50 meter and 20 meter, we all know 20 meter is smaller than 50 meter. So make your drawing in a way that it's 50 meter looks greater than 20 meter. You don't have to make out this 20 meter this much large or now, right? So keep this thing in mind. Now next, after that he takes a right turn and travel 30 meter. We all know when you are facing north, the right is this one, right? So takes a right turn and travel 30 meter. This traveling 30 meter. This is a 30 meter. Now find the direction in which he is with respect to his house. In which direction is he now? This was his initial position. This is east, that's north, so northwest. That's our answer. Okay. So this is the basic question. It might not appear in examination, but it will clear your basics. So it's important to do all these questions. Now this is a much more advanced question than the previous one. Let's start. Ramesh starts from point A and travels 50 km towards north. Okay. This is 50 km. This is the initial point A. Then he takes right turn and travel 20 km. We all know when you are facing north, this will be your right side. Then he takes right, travel 20. This 20. Now he is facing towards east. Then turns right and travel 60. So when he is facing east, the right will be below 65. So it will be bigger than 50. So this side 65. Now find the distance between the point A and B. So whenever you get a question that find the distance between two particular points, you should go with distance formula. As we have seen in the point to remember, the distance formula is root of, it will be A square plus B square in this case. So this is the formula which we are going to use. So how to solve this? Join the points, right, and make it a triangle. This is the hypotenuse side, this is the two other sides. Now this is 20, so it has to be 20. Now this point is 50. So this is 50. This distance is 2, gonna be 50. Now the remaining will be 15. So we have to find the third side. We already know the two sides. So let's start. What is 20 square? 400. Right? And what is 15 square? 225. So what comes? Root of 625. What is 625? What is root 625? It's 3. So it's your answer 25. So I hope you got this answer. And you know the properties of solving out this question. So when you get a question of finding a distance between the two particular points, between the starting and the end point, go through the distance formula. It will solve out your questions easily. Now next move to the another question. Deepak starts walking straight towards east. After walking 75 meters. Now after walking 75 meters means he is walking towards east and he has walked 75 meters towards east. He turns to the left. So when you are facing left, upper side is your left side. You walk 25 meters. Now this is 25 meters. Now he is facing north. Again he turns to the left. Now again when you are facing north, left is this side. Walks a distance of 40 meters. He walks a distance of 40 meters. Now this is 40 meters. Straight. Again he turns to the left and walks a distance of 25 meters. Now he is facing towards west. When you are facing west, left is towards the bottom side. So he is walking a distance of 25 meters. So this is his final position. Let's give it a name as D. This is initial position. Let's give it a name as T. Now how far is he from the starting point? Now this is his starting position. This is his final position. We all know this distance is 40. Right? So this distance too is gonna be 40. But this line, this overall distance is 75. So AB will be, what will be AB? AB will be 75 minus 40, which is 35. You have 35 in the answer? No, we don't. So the answer has to be none of this. Right. So this, when you know about the direction, when you know about the left and the right side, it becomes pretty easy to solve out the questions. And this is the way to solve out the direction sense question. When initially you will be doing the question, you will take at least 2 to 3 minutes to solve out this question. But as you start practicing more and more, you can solve out these questions in 30 seconds. This question requires less than 30 seconds. You even not require 30 seconds to solve out this question. So do prepare yourself accordingly. We will move to the next segment of the questions. Now, Johnson left for his office in his car. He drove 15 kilometers towards north. North. 15 kilometers towards north. And then 10 kilometers towards west. And here is 10 kilometers west. Now this is 10 kilometers. He then turned to the south and covered 5 kilometers. Covered 5 kilometers. Further, he turned to the east and moved 8 kilometers. Now, this is 8 kilometers. 8 kilometers. Finally, he turned right and drove 10 kilometers. Now, when you are facing east, your right will be downside. Go from there, gone for 10 kilometers. Here is the distance, which is exactly 15. So let's make it a large one so that it becomes pretty much easy for you people to recognize. So this is the diagram. 10 kilometers, 5, 8 kilometers. This is what, 15. This is 10, right? So 10 plus 5, 15, which will exactly it will be the equal. The two reaching points will be exactly equal. So how far and in which direction is he from his starting point? Right? So what will be the answer to this question? So this was your starting point. So he is asking what will be the distance from the starting point. Now this is towards the west, right? Presently he is towards the west. The distance will be 8 plus 2, which is 10. So it will come 2 kilometers west. Okay. Next question. Now this question is much more dependent upon your logic rather than solving it technically. One morning, a person is running on a straight track and his shadow is always to his left. Which direction is he running on the track? Now for solving out these questions, I will request you people to please pause down the question, pause down your video and start solving out the question on your own and see if you are getting out the answer. So it is important to understand in the morning in which direction the sun is. In morning, the sun is in east. Right? So let's solve it technically. Right? Suppose this is sun is in the east direction. Right? And let's make out all the possibilities of where the shadow will lie. It is strictly given that his shadow is always to his left. So in which case the shadow will fall on the left? It's important to understand. Consider a person who is facing east, is running in this direction. When the person runs in the east direction, his shadow is gonna fall here towards his backside, which is not the case of left. So his shadow is not falling on the left side. So east don't exist. So the answer will not be east. Similar thing will be for the west. When a person running in the west direction, his shadow is gonna fall here, right? Which is to not towards the left. Now consider the case of north. Here When you are facing north, when you are running in this direction and the sun is in the east, definitely your shadow gonna fall here, which is the left side. Right? So when you are running from the running in the north direction, the shadow is gonna fall on the left side. So that's your answer. For the right side, it's gonna fall. For the south, it's gonna fall on the right side. For the southwest, it's again gonna fall in its opposite side. So the answer has to be north. So this is the particular technique to solve this question. But if you are logically stable, you can solve this question in 10 seconds, because when you know when the sun is in the east and when the person will be running from the north side, definitely his shadow is gonna fall on its other side, that is to its left side. So you can solve this question in 10 seconds. But I have completely explained you so that no doubt exists in your mind that why this is the case, right? This is the last question, and this has appeared in CET 16 examination. So do solve out this question first and then look at the solution of how to solve this question. Let's start. Shyam walked 6 meters towards east. 6 meters towards east. Then he took a right turn. When you are moving in the when you are moving in the east side, which will be your right. Right is gonna be the downward, right, the downward side. Then took a right turn and walked the distance of 9 meters. So he is currently in south side. He then took a left turn and walked the distance of 6 meters. When you are in the south, your left will be this side, your right will be this side. He took a left turn and walked the distance of again 6 meters. 6 meters. Now the question asked is, how far is he from the starting point? This is his starting point, this is his ending point. What is the distance from the starting point? We know this. This is 6, this is 6. When you match out this 2 will be 6, which makes this entirely 12. Right. Now this is 9, so this 2 has to be 9. So what your answer has to be? The answer has to be 9 plus 6 plus 6 comes to be 21. Right? 21 has to be your answer. Now guys, we have solved a few of the questions from the direction sense. This is the type of the questions which come, nothing will come apart from this. This is only the way to solve out the direction sense. The more you practice, the more you can solve out these questions easily and with much more accuracy. But to go out this method, definitely you're gonna solve these questions within 30 seconds with 100% accuracy. These are the 4 points which we have discussed, and before solving out any kind of the question, please go through this and just by heart these things or try out logically, then which will be your left side, which will be your right side, because all the questions coming in the examination will be based on your left and right side. You will be moving out from the left side to right side. So these are the various points which you should remember. Also, apart from this, the points to remember which I have told you earlier before in this video, you should also notice out those things. And considering all of those points, you should start solving out your questions. There are various books that will help you to solve out the questions. So this was a shortcut tricks for solving out the direction sense question. Thanks for watching out the video. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel for more videos. More videos will be coming out in the upcoming few days. So do watch out those videos too. For this you will have to subscribe to the channel. So do subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. And thanks for watching.